How did that first half feel for you personally? Obviously, got in the end zone twice, a couple tough catches. Just your personal experience there at New Jersey.
Yeah, it was great. It was a lot of fun to kind of get out there and run some, deeper level routes and stuff, and just, no, it was just fun. I think everyone had fun in that first half.
Right, James.
It's hardly a surprise, but you'll be topping your career marks probably on the next catch that you make. So when that was obviously part of the goals and all the things that you had for this season, what does it feel like when you start achieving the things that you set out to achieve this year?
Yeah, it's great. Just kind of like shows the amount of work that I put in. Like I said, those are big goals of mine, just to kind of show what I can do. So no, seeing those things happen, no, it's great.
In the backyard.
You had a great game, four catches for 80 yards, two touchdowns. How important do you feel it is for you, not as well as you, but your tight end group to be effective early in the game? And how do you feel your effectiveness early in the game opens up other areas for your offense?
Yeah, it's a great question. Yeah, I think it's just kind of getting in like a rhythm as an offense. I think when the football is kind of going in a bunch of different directions, it's harder for defenses to one key in on, and just like I said, just gets us in the flow. And I think that's important that we kind of get in that flow early on, to kind of go in throughout the game.
Right here, Eric. Like he took kind of a tough landing on the second touchdown. How are you feeling physically? Are you able to go this week?
Yeah, I'm good for sure. Yeah, it's just kind of didn't feel too good on the landing, but no, I'm good.
Right here, James.
This is like a really broad philosophical question, Kenyon, but how do you define greatness? Because if you are going to be the greatest tight end in program history, do you feel you need to surpass either Dixon or Ferguson by way of their numbers? Because that's a tall order. You could do it. Do you have to have the numbers to be great, or can you be great without necessarily having the statistics to be at the top of the list?
I mean, I think there's like a couple different aspects you could look at. I mean, there's like also like the stats of being great, but also just like the effect you have on the team, like your team, and the game. So just like being great and like can go so many different directions. But no, me personally, I just want to, have the best, effect on my team personally, and help us get to where we need to be. Whether that's doing, blocking, catching the ball, whatever it is. So, I mean, of course, I want to be great and, go chase all those stats, whatever. But at the end of the day, it's just kind of just like being great for my team.
James.
What was it like the first few weeks of the season when a lot of your blocks were being highlighted everywhere and you were getting a lot of attention across the board about just how much manhandling you were having of defenders?
Yeah, it was great just to see some of that recognition because that's like was my biggest improvement coming like into Oregon playing tight end. So, no, seeing that pay off and seeing people recognize that was a great feeling.
In the back, Tony.
With Saturday's theme being the Grateful Ducks, have you had a chance to add any Grateful Dead music to your pregame warm-up music, hype music? And what are your thoughts about the uniforms paying homage to it as well?
Yeah, no, they're super unique, cool. They're awesome. No, I never even like really listened to the band until we kind of like released the jerseys and stuff. But no, they're cool. I probably won't change anything about my playlist. It's yeah, like I said, really unique jerseys, and we're awesome. Get to wear them and kind of recognize them.
Right here, Eric. One of the strengths of this Wisconsin defense is their edge rushers. You talk about that matchup. You mentioned the importance of blocking, but some tough guys there this week.
Yeah. I mean, like coming out the gate, the coaches made an emphasis on tight ends need to have a great week. Tight ends and tackles. Like I said, there's some great players, not only like rushing but defending the run as well. So no, it'll be a good test for us on the edge.
In the middle, Tyson.
Taking yourself out of the equation, who do you think's the like freakiest athlete on this team? Like who do you go like, boy, I wish I had that.
Probably used to be probably a common answer, but I'd probably say either Devin Jackson or Mari Washington. Like the way D-Jack moves like vertically, yeah, he's probably the fastest guy on the team. Then Amari Washington, just the way he can just translate his weight for how big he is and the twitch he has, it's impressive.
Back again.
No question, you're one of the best tight ends in college football. But is there someone at the next level that you kind of mimic your game after, or say, I'm kind of similar to that person's playing style?
Yeah, I think this can go like a couple different directions. Like I watch like a lot of like Kittle, Trey McBride, Evan Ingram, Brock Bowers, those type of guys that do it all for the most part. But no, I think there's bits and pieces of each of their game I try and watch and try and put into mine.
Right here, James.
What do these next couple of games mean to you just in terms of the like Wisconsin and Iowa and Minnesota, like these are teams known for tight ends also historically. So like when you're going up against schools who are known for producing them and may have really talented tight ends in their own right, even though you're not matching up with them per se, what these kind of opportunities mean to you?
Yeah, not only like the tight end, historically tight end, but just like that big for these next few teams, like those like big, tough, physical Big Ten teams. Everyone kind of stamps on them, but I mean, I kind of just shown them, how tough we are as an offense, how tough I am as a blocker, tight end, those kind of things.
Tyson, right in the middle.
For like the first 5 games of the season, we had just seen Jordan Davidson kind of in that goal line, punch it into the end zone role. Last couple of weeks, we've seen him kind of extend it out a little bit more. What's been in your impression watching him, just from what he's able to do with his skills, and then also between him and Dier as two true freshmen in that backfield? Like what's it like playing with maybe that inexperience, but also like guys who have shown that they can get it and play at this level?
Yeah, I mean, like the first thing about JD, I think anyone would say is just how like selfless he is. From day one, like the coach can ask him to go split flow and hit at the end, and he's gonna go do it with 100% effort. So I think him just having that mindset, and then just being eager to learn. He's done a great job of whatever the coach asks of him. So no, I think it's any surprise to anyone. The increased load that he's taking in the offense. And him and Dier both done a great job, just improving every week. I think everyone can see that.